you were down at a bar or a bus stop, I have the right to kill you right now because you're trying to take me over. Don't get stupid with me.
We're not going to get stupid.
You said we were walking out of here, now you're bringing up assault and everybody's going to get hurt again? All right, don't change up your agreement. I'm going to try to walk with you.
All right.
Love folks. I'll try to arm you. Keep your word. I can keep you safe. All right? Don't worry about safety. I'm not a fucking murderer. All right? Try to harm you. Try to harm you. All right?
Do it.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Don't make noise! Put up! Moving up! Get your hands up! Still got the knives in his hand? Still got the knives in his hand. Still got his knives in his hand. Step it up behind you. You moving? Don't hurt me. His hands still armed. Yep. Get your hands out. Drop the knife. Beanbag. Right behind you. Put your hands out to your side and drop the knife. Hands out to your side. Beanbag. Beanbag. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Still got the knife in your hand? Negative effect. Still got a dog on him? I can get him on him. Yeah. I don't want that knife in his head. I'll be your hands free. All right, he's good. Somebody step on that right hand real hard. You got a knife in each hand? Knife in each hand. Knife in each hand?
Rex, close.
I got left.
Good on. I'm gonna switch you.
All right. Good?
You got lethal right there?
Yes. I have lethal.
Push it right in.
Oh. Get that knife. It's further away from you. I didn't see where the other one went. Where'd the first knife go? Oh. Where'd the first knife's up there. Yeah. What's that? You need necessary cuffs? Yeah, we're good, Bill. We're rolling over, right? Okay. So you guys check that, make sure nobody else.
Yep, got it.
I'm with you.
Go to my right. I'm good here.
Okay. Here.
All right.
KOB Eyewitness News 4.
The fatal shooting of James Boyd by two APD officers opened a deep wound in our community, prompting calls for police reform. For the last 6 months, our 4 Investigates team has requested dozens of documents, belt tapes, lapel camera video, anything to get a better sense of what exactly happened in the foothills when APD shot and killed Boyd.
Law enforcement agencies have denied our request, making it impossible to put together an accurate sequence of events. That is until tonight. Investigator Chris Ramirez has a video that APD didn't know he had. You're going to hear it for yourself, and you decide what it means.
And Tom and Tessa, the 2 officers who shot and killed homeless camper James Boyd, are Dominique Perez and Keith Sandy. Well, this story is about Keith Sandy. Nobody in the public has heard what Sandy said 2 hours before he pulled that trigger, firing those fatal shots. Well, you're about to hear Officer Sandy's own words. Keith Sandy, fired from New Mexico State Police, but hired by APD anyway, responded to the scene in the foothills last March. He sees an old colleague, State Police Officer Chris Ware. Sandy doesn't realize it, but Ware's dash cam is rolling, picking up this conversation that will change how lawyers, judges, and our community view this shooting.
Where they got you guys going? Where they got you guys?
I don't know. Did I ask for state police?
Who asked?
I don't know.
I'm going to shoot over the seat of the shotgun here in a second.
You got a sniff lethal?
I got you. I just said
The taser shotgun?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you guys got rid of those.
I got one. But wait, here's what I'm thinking. Because I don't know what's going on. Nobody's thinking.
Civil rights lawyer Shannon Kennedy represents Boyd's family in a wrongful death lawsuit against APD.
So 2 hours before, he's saying, I'm going to shoot this man in the penis. And then 2 hours later, he's escalating the situation so he can do just that. It's chilling evidence of malice, and it's stunning that he has not yet been criminally indicted.
He spells out, even before he gets to James Boyd, what his intentions are.
Absolutely. Almost exactly 2 hours before he shoots James Matthew Boyd in the back, he says to a state police officer, that effing lunatic, I'm going to shoot him in the penis. It's crystal clear. And he says it with contempt in his voice.
A month later, APD investigators asked Keith Sandy what he meant by that shooting in the penis comment. In an internal investigation transcript, Sandy is quoted saying, jokingly, just kind of locker room banter, just told him, you know, don't worry, I'll shoot him in the pecker with this and call it good. But a few moments later, the transcript shows how Sandy recanted his statement. The investigator asked, did you say anything to Chris Ware about shooting him in the pecker? Sandy responded, I don't think I did. But again, that audio tells a different story. Sandy tells the investigator the guys in his unit make crude jokes all the time. In fact, the jokes can get so hostile the unit has a safe word, China. When an officer calls China, all jokes must stop. Sandy explains he was merely joking about shooting Boyd in the penis. To play devil's advocate with you, he does very elaborately talk about how this was a big joke. He never really meant to shoot James Boyd. That was never his intention. This was just a big joke. Do you buy it?
Of course it's not a joke, because he went forward and actually shot him. Because clearly he has complete disregard for people suffering from mental disabilities. I mean, he calls him a expletive lunatic, and in the next breath says, I'm going to shoot him in the penis, which is, I'm not just going to shoot this guy. I'm going to shoot him and make him suffer. I'm going to emasculate him. And what is so mortifying about this shooting, which thank goodness we have a tape to show exactly what they did, was that instead of shooting him in the penis, he actually shoots him in the lower back. So had James Boyd not turned at that moment to set down his bags, he would have been shot in the penis.
Now, we checked with APD about Keith Sandy's current employment status. According to a spokeswoman, Sandy still carries a badge and he still carries his gun. He is on administrative leave, which means that you, the taxpayer, are still paying for his salary while he sits at home. One more thing, our sources are telling us that the FBI may soon release its findings on the investigation into the shooting. Chris Ramirez for Investigates.